Charity Gaming Guild proudly brings to you
Charity Gaming Guild presents
The Charity Gaming Guild presents
the
Nat Pun
Pun
Podcast.
Hello everybody and welcome to your community episode. Yeah. Hello. Which has now been officially marked as the best episode by
Bertie.
By our guest.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Stuart. Oh my, you're looking at me confused. This isn't coming from me. This is coming from our community.
Well, one person doesn't make a community, does it?
I think we should vote now.
Okay.
Who thinks the community episode is the best episode? But you haven't even raised your own hand.
No, I don't, because I don't.
Well, there we go.
I think they all bring something different and wonderful.
No, forget that bullshit. Well, whose favourite episode is the Fireside episode?
Which one's that?
That's John's. Brilliant.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
no, all right. Downtime? No? The campaign? Hey, three.
in between.
Outtakes.
Oh, yeah, the outtakes, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 3 votes for the campaign and 0 for everybody else.
Yeah. But we're not the community.
No, we're not.
We're just the saddos who get to sit here and do this together.
We are mere servants of the community.
Yes.
Servant.
Servants.
So you let us know. But welcome everybody. As you heard from that chitter chatter, I'm of course joined by my wonderful comrades, Jean, Randy,
Buenos dias.
and Tracy.
Thanks.
Okay,
think.
Ash. Well, I'm just
Oh, I
testing
don't
out new
know.
names for you.
Let's just give it a go. Yeah,
Lady
try
P.
Lady
That's
P.
what you preferred. Lady
Okay.
P. This episode is going to be quite Lady P heavy. I just want you to be prepared for that. Because you have to do that voice for the whole thing. Lady. Because we are going to be discussing the most recent event that has occurred, which was the Fuel event.
At the time of recording.
At the time of recording, it is the most recent. For those listening, you might have been to a different event closer to it. I can't. I'm not in the future. I am now. So questions.
And when you say fuel event, you're not referring to the increase in price of
Oh,
oil.
No.
This has nothing to do.
World
Nothing
events,
to do
no.
with that.
Which, of course, the future people who are listening to this episode are like, what are you talking about? Because fuel is so reasonably priced now and the war is over. So, Ash, tell us. Oh. How did the fuel event get started?
What a fantastic question. We were approached by a guy called Lee.
Lee,
Lee,
Good old Lee.
Good old Lee, who is somehow involved in the Scouts, and he wanted to do something for his Scout group fundraising thing. I'm not quite sure what it was for, to be perfectly honest. I think it was for some kind of an award. He had to do some fundraising.
Okay.
And he came to us and basically said, can you run a 12-hour event for us like you're doing for you? And I went, yeah, sure, where are you? And he went, St Helens. I'm like, ooh, that's a long way away. But we did it. It ended up being me, Chris and Lizzie. We jetted off to sunny St Helens and did the event. And it went very, very well, the first one. And then the guy who owns Fuel, which was not called Fuel at the time, but is called Fuel now.
It was previously called Momos, which we
Momos.
have referenced in previous episodes. So just
And
to give
we do, for some reason, keep calling it Momos, even though they're not called Momos anymore. It's just a habit. He was like, he thought this is great, and then invited us back, and we are on our 5th year. Ooh. From now. Ooh. He loved it so much, he's invited us back twice this year.
Twice. Wow.
From now,
That's
so
a
did
good
it
punishment.
twice.
Yes.
So, what exactly does fuel do? What they're
So they're a CIC, which is a Community Interest Corporation.
Why are you looking at us? We have.
I was hoping one of you knew what CIC
No.
stood for, because we're not a CIC, we're a CIO.
Chicken in chicken.
Chicken in chicken. They are a chicken in chicken. Basically, they're a community cafe, if you like, but they do lots of.
Cafe in community. Maybe.
Maybe.
Could that be
I
it?
don't think it is, but let's say yes.
Okay.
But they do lots of work with the community.
Community interest company.
Thank you. That's
We can rely on
full
you,
on.
Andy.
Thank you, Andy,
Yes.
for Googling that.
I didn't Google, I was just very slow in remembering.
So they are a cafe and a business, and they make money and they earn a living and all that stuff, but a lot of the work they do is for the communities. They have lots of groups and bring different people together and arrange support and that kind of thing. It's a lovely little cafe.
Now, you've said we're in year 5?
Year 5.
Year 5. And you've run some interesting adventures up there, big adventures as well. How do you decide what to create for the adventure and what you take up there?
So the first year we re-ran Azrael Sundering, so we did that twice because I didn't know what was going to happen, so I didn't want to put loads and loads of time into it for it to flop. I should have put more faith in them because it didn't flop. They absolutely loved it. So the 2 years after that, we kind of wrote their own adventure for them, something unique to them. And then the 2 years after that, hang on, is that right? Yep, the 2 years after that, we've made them more narratively driven. So their games now are almost as impactful to the narrative of the All Havens as our 12-hour November games are. And so each year we've upped the stakes more and more and more. And we're at the point now with what I do with the guys up there is I use them as guinea pigs. So for example, the Archinometers at the World Anvil, we trialled it at Fuel.
Nice.
At their Project Archeliodon game, just to see how it felt and how it worked, and a bit of a smaller event. And we've done the same thing when we went back in March of this year. We did something there which we're going to use in Rise of the Ancients. So it's a really nice little proving ground, little testing ground. And they're great players as well. Some of their players up there really do know what they're doing. They're really, really friendly and are able to properly exploit the shit that I put together.
Has there been anything from those events that has had far-reaching consequences in other events that we've seen across the All Havens, or has it been mainly kind of contained?
No, they blew up Bibbing Ward.
Oh, they the one that did that.
Yep.
Oh no.
Project Archeliodon was the blowing up of Bibbing Ward, which was the precursor to the blowing up of the world. But the guys at it's not called Momo's, the guys at Fuel did that. They could have not done that and Bibbing Ward would still exist. But obviously that now has bigger, further reaching consequences for the world. Obviously Bibbing Ward doesn't exist. The Gnomish Inventors Guild now don't have a home. Jegless Dysymtic is dead, who was the leader of Bibbing Ward.
Not Jegless.
Oh, right.
God
Probably a
damn
name Andy's
Jegless.
never heard of. No, don't think so. So yeah, they have much bigger impacts now. Project Archeliodon was the first one. They had that big impact. Dance of the Deities, which is this year's event, there's over 2 chapters. There's one called Zaphon's Gambit and one called Targwyn's Gambit. And they both have further reaching impacts on the November game.
Yeah.
So we're starting to see that travel through. So the March game there affects the September game there, which affects our November game.
Right.
So they all link together.
They're on different kind of narrative threads throughout the year. So how do you choose those narrative threads?
So what do you mean, like?
So, for example, the last November game was about primordials, but the games you're running up around Targwyn and Zaphon this year, kind of thing, and obviously that feeds into Rise of the Ancients in November, isn't it? Which I'm assuming it could be Old Gods or Primordials or something like that, just by the title. So they're kind of, like you say, they all converge and impact each other, but they're on sort of different parallel streams. So how do you choose which parallel streams to take?
So that's
to Fuel.
That's a good question.
Rather than just mechanically, I want to put this in the adventure to try something.
So let's start at the end. So when I'm thinking about what we do for the year, I always start with November because that is our premium event for the year. That's the big one.
Big one.
And then I'll think about what can feed into that adventure and work backwards from there. So really, the only event that really is going to feed into November in that way that people are going to get tickets for is Momo's. No, not
Fuel.
Momo's. Fuel. It's Fuel. Because they sell the tickets and we have that event. Things like the Adventure Day, we can tie it in if the DM wants to, but people run their own adventures. The campaign days can tie in, but don't have to tie in. The only other thing that really ties in are the campaigns that we run. The War Counts DMs run those campaigns. So I'm looking at that event in November and working out how we feed into what makes that even cooler and what gives buy-in, but most importantly, what carries the narrative thread through. So, for example, if we use World Anvil and Project Archeliodon, because those two were linked, Project Archeliodon was the precursor to World Anvil blowing up part of the world, and that decided whether we kept that part of the world or not. So it has a knock-on impact. It's about giving them as much impact as possible, which then feeds into November as well.
Very cool. And what, if any, are there any stumbling blocks or sort of problem areas, I suppose, that you need to think about, particularly with that event?
So for the charity, and this is where we kind of changed tact a little bit, we had to start thinking about it differently. It's the highest cost event that we run. We don't even really run it. It's the highest cost event that we do, because it costs money to take people up there, and we all have a hotel for the night because it's so far away, and then come back again. So it naturally attracts the highest cost. The guys up there are great, and they've always raised the money that covers that and still gives us more for the pot. But there's always that period of time just before the event. Traditionally, they do loads of cash donations and card payments on the day. They don't put it through Just Giving ahead of time, only a very small amount. So we get closer and closer and closer, and the Just Giving is like still below what it's cost us to run the event. And I sit there and go, oh, is it going to do it? And then, of course, we arrive, and they just throw money at me to put in the pot for the charity for the year, which is amazing. But it's not really a stumbling block.
Take any of the clothes off.
I know. Imagine what would happen if I did.
I know. They'd be saying, give it back.
We'd run at a loss.
Refunds.
Nice. Thanks, guys. So it's not really a stumbling block, but it's the biggest consideration we have for the event. And as trustees, we obviously have to think about that and make sure that it's run the right way for the charity and for us. But Colin is great up there, and the guys up there are always donating money. Even at the end of the day, there's still money that comes in after the event has happened.
Yeah.
I'll go back to the hotel room. I'm about to update the Facebook page of the total, and then more money's coming. So I'll just leave it till the morning then and wait and see what else comes in. I think we did like £100 after the event in March, something like that. So, yeah.
Has there been anyone from Fuel who has come down to the November?
2 people have. Lee did it.
Okay.
So he obviously was at Azrael Sundering, and then he came down to Thelsari Uprising. Mm-hmm. And there was another guy whose name completely escapes me, came with Lee.
Yeah.
I'm trying desperately hard to get Colin to come down for a November game because I think he'd absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And he's a lot of fun as well. Chris DM'd for him in March, and it was great to see him actually play rather than running around delivering burgers and chips and drinks and stuff like that.
Nice.
It's me.
It is you.
So now you've already sort of spoken about how the event differs from a logistical point of view because of the journey and the overnight accommodation, and how the funding slightly differs because it's predominantly cash and card payments. And we've also spoken about how you trial things out at their events that you want to use in some of our events, and that they do tie into the All Haven sort of narrative, you like. But how do their events differ from other events that we run as a charity?
So we actually have less control over the event at Fuel, which is quite nice. So for our events, we have to set tickets up, sell tickets, make sure everyone's got all the information they need for the day. We're the point of contact for people getting to the venue or answering questions, all of the logistical stuff. Mm-hmm. We have to deal with that, as well as actually run the bloody event itself.
Yeah.
With Fuel, Colin does all that. He sells the tickets to make sure he makes some money as well, which is fair enough because he's a community interest company. Yeah, that's what he said. He deals with all the logistics, the table allocations he deals with as well. That's a headache in itself sometimes, getting the right people at the right table. He knows all of the players, so he makes sure he's got people who can support each other around the tables too. So we literally, although it's a long journey, we literally turn up, run the day, take the money and go.
Nice.
And it's great. It's so much easier for us to do that. And everyone there is playing with people that they know and they like, and everyone gets on because Colin has spent that time doing that logistical side of it. So actually, it's kind of ideal for us, really. We get to do all of the fun part of what we do, and we still get the financial benefit for our beneficiary charity, but without having to do anything admin, which can only be a good thing.
Anyone heard any rustling and clicking? It was some pinballs being taken out of a bag.
John's up for a sugar hit.
Mm-hmm. If Maran want to sponsor us.
So talk us through the typical day then. So how would you describe the agenda for the day when you're doing the Fuel events?
So normally I leave Ipswich about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh.
what? There's no 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
what are you
there's a
talking
4
about?
o'clock in the morning.
Coffee shops aren't open at that time.
No, that's a monster at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Good
That's how you
Lord.
know it's bad. It depends who is coming to the event. So I'll use March, just go on as an example. So I'll get up in the morning, I'll go and pick Stuart up, who luckily lives in the centre of Ipswich. That's nice and easy. I won't give you his full address. Then go and pick...
Do?
Then I went on to pick up Martin, who lives a little bit further out of Ipswich, and then drive all the way up to St Helens. Arrive at St Helens just before 9 o'clock, where we meet up with Chris and Lizzie, who travel separately. And then we descend upon Momo's. We get everything set up. Fuel.
We got you.
Bollocks. Thanks. We descend upon fuel. Let's set everything up as quickly as possible. 9 times out of 10, probably 3/4 of the players are already there eating breakfast before we've even begun.
What kind of stuff do you bring? Like, is it as hardcore as it is for the other events, where it's like minis and maps and everything?
Yeah.
How do you all
TVs.
drive up in a minute?
Well, Stuart's not very big.
Have you seen the size of some of the minis nowadays?
Yeah, I
Good
suppose
Lord.
Stuart could sit in the Astro, couldn't he?
Yeah. His time to the
We
aerial.
just perch on top of the exhaust.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, so it's everything. So, I mean, I drive quite a big truck, so I've got plenty of room. So people bring televisions, laptops, minis, overnight bags, books, dice, everything you would normally have for an event or a big game is there. Because it needs to be at that level where we're coming in and doing something special.
Yeah.
So it's not just like, we're going to play a bit of D&D. It's like,
You
no,
get the
no,
bare
we-
minimum
Yeah,
because we've got to travel.
It's like
full whack.
as much effort goes into the fuel game for the players up there as we put into the November game,
Nice.
because we want to have that big show. And Stuart, as much as I rib Stuart's done some incredible things for fuel. Project Archeliodon, he printed a robot that was probably about a square foot and turned it into the island when it was given form. Last March, he I don't want to say this.
Don't.
He 3D printed a prop that was probably 18 inches by 18 inches by about a foot deep. I don't want to tell you what it is because
It was,
I might
it
spoil
was a
things.
dick, wasn't it? It was a dick.
There's a picture on Facebook.
Is there? Oh, well then you'll have to go to Facebook and have a look, won't you? And while you're there, you can click the link and join us on Discord. Yeah, segue. It wasn't a segue either. What's that?
You were talking about the day and the agenda.
Oh, yeah,
and
the cool
stuff,
things.
Yeah, cool. So we do all of that stuff. We load all that up. We drive up there. We get in there. They're eating breakfast. We get set up. We register everybody in the same way we do at our November games. So we take your money. We take your name. We send you to your table with your rewards. Kick everything off probably 9:30, 10 o'clock. Play all the way through until probably 10:30, 11 o'clock. By the time I've had a break and packed up, back to the hotel room, sleep forever.
Forever.
And what's breakfast?
Well, on the Sunday?
On the Sunday.
Normally we end up at Tim Hortons.
Other Hortons are available.
Other Hortons are available. And we normally end up with...
Are the Tims available?
No.
Okay.
That's the issue.
Ireland? Hurry?
Burlake.
Just Tim's, famous Tim's.
Oh, okay.
Timberland.
Oh,
Burland.
Timberland
Yeah.
is in. Is it? They do
Their
shoes.
shoes.
Their shoes. Who, if you want to sponsor us, we all have feet.
Andy is actually wearing some right now. Not feet.
Flash
not
the
feet,
cash. Flash the
Timberlands.
cash. yeah.
I'm wearing my feet today.
We normally end up with a load of food, including lots of donuts as well.
Oh, I'm coming next time.
To come.
It's a good day out.
I mean, if
a long
I
day.
ain't got to drive, then I'm all there.
Well,
Be a passenger princess.
princess.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to drive without recharging.
I thought I need to stop for the toilet because I'm so old. I'll piss myself.
Well, there is that.
Yeah.
But you already know that every morning at regular clockwork, 6 a.m. I have a wee, 7 a.m. I have a poo.
And why is it
Problem is I don't get out of bed until 8.
I was going to say, why is it specifically that Ash knows that at those times you do it? Do you message him? I'm having a pee, Ash.
Yep.
The reason I know that is because that's exactly what he said on the first episode of the Nat Pun podcast.
Yes. And then I provide photographic evidence.
Yay! So the next question is...
The next question is, what, if any, are the future plans for Fuel?
They're top secret, I'm afraid.
Well, that was.
So then why did you ask us to ask that
I
question?
didn't ask you to ask, did I? Well,
Yes, you did.
So the plans are to do obviously 2 visits this year, which is good.
7 visits next year.
So, yeah, seven visits next year. The plan is to just keep going with it and to have their games become more and more impactful. But I would like to take different people up with us and introduce more of Fuel to our community, to try and get people to come over to our community.
Join us.
And also try and get our community involved with their community, because I think there's a mutual benefit. Particularly as we grow this year with some of the fantastic work that Chris Butler-Thompson is doing with our marketing side of things.
Amazing.
It is great. If we continue to push and grow and spread, we may well end up with members or people who are in that neck of the woods. Is it members?
No.
No?
It's the push, grow and spread.
Push, grow and spread. So obviously Fuel can benefit.
Yes.
And we can benefit. So that's what I'd like to see, is more collaboration. I'd also love to see them come down for one of our November games.
Yes. Would be a muzzles. Talking of the development and the progress of it, how's the fundraising been?
Well,
I have the numbers. If you,
I don't.
I have the numbers. Have the numbers.
Each year it's got better and better and better.
Yeah.
Although I cannot remember what the first year was.
So Calamity at Crystal Cove.
That was the second year.
Well, then you haven't given me.
Yeah, I haven't given you the first year. I can't remember what it was.
Well, that's. You've given me 1, 2, 3, 4 amounts.
Yeah.
And Calamity at the Crystal Cove is the first one that you've given me.
Yeah. I couldn't find it.
Well, I'm just going to go by what is here. So that one, £1,203.
Which is a great amount, because that is about the same amount of money we actually gave to St Elizabeth's Hospice in the first year we operated.
Yeah.
And that's from one event.
Yeah. Incredible. The Ember...
First time we broke £1,000 for an event, I think.
I think it was. I think you're right, yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, we should get...
Because then there was a big push in November to go, come on, you can beat it.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing with this, is Colin wants to beat us in November, and we want to beat Colin.
Yeah.
So we get this kind of little bit of competition between the two. Hey, it's great. All it does is get more money in,
yeah,
and allow us to help even more. So I'm all for it.
And then it, I think, almost doubled for the Emberstorm Cup was £2,197. And then went up again, Project Archeliodon, £3,422. And then for Dance of the Deities, so far, this is so far, people, just so far, £2,514. That is an insane amount of money that they have helped us raise to give to some incredible charities over the years. That's amazing.
Be interesting to see how the second event up there in the same year goes, and see if that gets us to. So I imagine it's going to be slightly less than one event, but overall the two events together will probably mean slightly more coming in.
Yeah, I think you'll get a third, 2/3 twice.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I think that's what it'll work out as. But I'm confident it will still be good. So what Colin said to me is, he physically doesn't have the space to put on enough tables to cater for everyone who wants to come and play with us.
Wow.
So he thinks he can sell the event out twice to two completely different groups of people.
Which is brilliant, isn't it?
Which is amazing. It's really, really cool. He is trying to squeeze as many tables as he possibly can into the cafe as well, while still keeping it open so it can trade. Which is a balance that he's trying to strike. But
so we need someone to design bunk tables.
Bunk tables, yes.
Yeah.
You get to a point where noise is the problem more than as much as space, though, don't you?
You do, yeah. And so what Colin has done with that is he's got some of the sound divider boards, which he puts up in the back room between the tables to help kind of bounce some of the noise away, which helps a bit.
Yeah.
And then in the front, there's no way of doing it other than the tables being reasonably near each other, but you just have to kind of get on with it. So it's not like you've got 4 tables in one space. You've got 2 tables in one space, and the 2 tables in another space separated by these physical barriers.
Yeah.
So actually it's not that bad until someone gets really, really excited, which does happen all the time, and it's normally me.
Of course they do. The games are awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Damn right they are.
What has been your most memorable event that you've run with you?
I'm going to say the first one, Azrael Sunderin, because it was an adventure that I ran that was never designed to be ran there, and I was never meant to run it for Fuel either. There was someone else who was meant to be DMing, but they were unwell. So I ended up running it, and it was the first and only time I've run one of our 12-hour adventures. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and there's There's a couple who go called Bobby and AJ who are there every single time, even if they're not playing. So Bobby always plays. AJ popped in March and said hello to us as well. So you start to build up those kind of almost friendships and relationships with people that they know who you are, and they talk about all the DMs and things like that. And yeah, so it's, that initial event kind of set everything in motion. So I think that's always going to be a special one.
I just think that Ash is kind of, at that point, fully illustrated why he should be Lady P, because you said earlier that Lady P tends to complete the work by delegating and get everyone else to do it for them, which is exactly what he's just described. I don't run the games. I get other people to run the games.
It's the only time I've ever done the job myself.
Yeah.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's enough to ever do it again.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
All right, Lady P.
How dare you?
There is a reason I don't run the 12-hour events.
What is that reason, Ash?
So 2 reasons, in fact. Not just 1, 2. I'll just let Barry get this out of our system.
Come on. I'm
ready?
sorry. Yes,
Done?
super ready.
1, I'm then a backup DM in case someone does drop out. I can then jump in and run it.
Okay.
And 2, the adventures that I've written more recently require what we now call an EO or event organizer to do other things like the Archaeometer. Pull people between tables and stuff like that.
So do you not think maybe, I'm just throwing it out there, that there may be someone who would quite enjoy doing what you're doing?
Probably.
And you could have a go? Because there might be someone who's like, I want to come, but maybe don't want the stress of DMing. I'll be there as a backup. But actually, I quite like the idea of going,
Look at these people. These people, they're on this hill. I need somebody with water check. Stop.
and then they
Why,
could just,
why,
I don't
why
know, I don't, I
mix
got
of faith in
excited.
that and Cat in the Hat?
I got excited. You think you're the one who's going to be an issue at events. I get two-sided.
When she gets overly excited, her voice goes so high only dogs can hear her.
Yeah. That's why a third of our listeners are dogs.
That is definitely something that could happen in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And some discussions have been had around that.
Good. Because I think, what event have we got? We've got the Elite Adventures, which you are DMing in, which I think is the only DMing thing I've heard of you doing, going to see you do in a very long time.
It is.
And it's a shame. Because it's not even like you're, I'm not DMing because I'm playing. You're not even doing that, Ash. Get in the game. Involve yourself.
I'm involved.
More. I want you to enjoy the fruits of your labour.
I do enjoy doing the EO side of it as well, because I like seeing how DMs take what I've written and do their own thing with it. And then also being able to back them up if there's a problem. I quite like that too.
So you're a voyeur.
I am a voyeur, yeah. I do enjoy that, yeah.
You like to watch people have
I like to watch people having fun. I get fun by watching you have fun.
Okay.
Same thing. I've got cameras, you can see their eyebrow.
No, that's what we want.
Creepy eyebrow.
A really tight shot of just the eyebrows. Yeah. You do train one camera just on your eyebrows for the entire
Eyebrow
time.
cam.
Yeah.
What do you love most about the Fuel games? About going there? The whole thing.
It's a hard question.
No, it's not.
All right. It's a very easy question to answer. It's the food. But to be fair, the food is great.
Yeah.
The food
All
they
cooked
make,
in-house.
all cooked in house, all fresh. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's delicious. And they've got pretty much everything you can think of. I had a salt and pepper chicken wrap, and it had actual peppers and onions and the chicken in it, and it had some sauce in it, and it was just.
Was it breaded or was it a naked breast? Naked breast.
It was breaded.
Okay.
I think.
48-inch tomahawk steak.
I mean, I can ask. I don't really going to get it.
We yeah. You
They
know,
do.
special requests.
They do an incredible Maltesers cheesecake.
I think we'll be going next time. I think that's the
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
podcast.
I'm kicking people
recording
out.
is going to be the Nat Pon at Fuel. I mean, for a very select audience, for those people who are psychotic enough to want to just sit and watch us, live audience.
Could be our first live audience
Our
event.
live audience.
So the next
event.
one's 26th of September, you said?
Yeah.
That's a birthday gift to me then, from you.
Is it?
Yeah.
You can come if you want, but I ain't got a table for you to run.
We'll kick
Can we come and play?
Yeah, if you want to play, you'll have to speak to Colin.
Oh,
Colin,
to buy a ticket.
can I come and play?
If there is any listeners up there, though, how do they do that? Do they just get in touch with the CAF, just phone the CAF?
Yeah.
Or pop into the CAF?
Pop in or phone. Yeah, pop in and speak to Colin, or phone them and speak to Colin. And you can Facebook message him as well. And he will, I think he takes a deposit and then takes the other half of it when you're up. It's like 15 quid. It's not like a lot of money. It's about the same price point that we run it for. But obviously he will sell the ticket, so he makes a bit of money as well, because again, he is still charitable. He's still supporting his community, so he still needs to do that. And then you can come play with us. And it'd be nice, actually be really nice, to take a contingent of our people from Suffolk up with us, play. Merge those communities.
We could all just do slow motion walk into the building, like on the action movies. It would be amazing.
Smoke machine out.
Yeah. Explosions.
My favourite thing isn't actually the food though.
Oh, but you were selling it pretty well.
Yeah, I know,
so that's
it's delicious. It is really, really delicious.
Yeah.
My favourite thing is the money. And it just showed me just says money.
Yeah,
That's what I'm supposed to say.
He had a gun to his head. This is what you say, your favourite.
This is the charitable donations that are raised.
It is that, but because of the people, they are so invested in what we do.
Yeah.
And we see that in a number of different ways. How they play the game, how much they enjoy themselves, how they interact with our DMs and our staff, and how much money they donate and the efforts they go to raise that money as well. When I sit there and do the registration, and there's a massive queue of people and they've all got big envelopes full of money.
Wow.
And they're just like...
I genuinely think you're saying it's like a teenager popped up. Yeah, I mugged me nan, but I've got it. Donation for you.
And then what also happens is someone come and go, can you take cards? I'm like, yeah, I can take card, that's fine. It's like, well, how much have I got? Well, that's like 150 quid. What's the next level? Like 200 quid? Yeah, fine, have another 50 quid. And it's like, great.
Yeah.
And that is that attitude, and that obviously helps us out massively, but it sets the day up so well, and there's such a great community up there. So it is the money, but of course it's the people and how they generate that money and how they give it to us.
Incredible. Well, thank you so much, Ash, for being the main voice. Because we haven't been, but I'm pretty sure we're all kind of thinking it's going to be whether we go as players or if we go as DMs.
Dummers. Players or dummers.
We could definitely get a group up.
I think Georgina would like to go up there.
Well, get in touch with Colin. Get yourselves a ticket.
Yeah. And
get yourselves up there.
If we have any listeners who are local to the area, you know how to reach out. Also, go join us on the Discord. There'll be information on there about how to get details for the event as well.
And on their Discord as well. I'm an admin on their Discord.
Oh, double Discord. He's a double D.
Discord. I'm double D.
You're a double D.
No, he's not. Trust me.
I'm just checking right now.
We got a link from our Discord across to Community CAF's Discord at all? Or a link from our Facebook page to their Facebook page?
We may have a link on a post.
Okay. Well, seeing as how you guys are right here, it's something that can be sorted,
we'll
I'm
sort it
sure.
out.
Absolutely.
By the time this is aired, we'll sort that out.
Yeah, so you have a look, find out, and see for yourself. Well, it's incredible. We're so pleased that we were able to have this collaboration with the Fuel Cafe and for all of the support that they do and Colin does and all the hard work that they put into it. And I think we're all very much looking forward to future events and how we can grow and bond and feel through this crazy life together. Thanks for listening to the community episode. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome everyone and howdy. We're going to sort of put out a special thanks to all our Patreon members. I will kick us off with our Ruby members. We have Onyx12, Nix, One Fish, and I will be having words with your parents for why they gave you such strange names. Josh, Alberta, Becca M, Paul C, Lil May and Niall.
And our Sapphire members, Kylie, Dave R and Gary.
Emerald members, Michael, Samantha and Stuart.
And our Diamond Geezers, Andy, Zeke, Chris L, Martin, David F, John, Bertie and Ash.
And of course, that just is our Ruling Council Patreon tier members, Chris BT, Sophia and JP. Thank you to all of our Patreon members for supporting everything we do. And if you want to shout out on the Nat Pun podcast, head over to patreon.com/charitydnd and sign up today.